Welcome. You have activated all systems. Deactivation is not an option. The end is where we begin.
Morgan's going to make it to Hoekster's going to roll out to his right. Misses the tackle, puts it deep.
Oh, look at this.
And complete to number 25.
Aaron
Down
Rowland.
the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown.
There you go.
Pinnacle. All day, all day, all day. Pinnacle.
Run, Brian, run.
Nope, there it is, there it is. 7, 8, and a
Boom. Boom.
There's Gillis Ross.
Yeah, oh my God. Goodness. Wow. One-handed, incredible.
That is one of the greatest catches I've ever seen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pinnacle Pioneer, the sixth game of the season now. We're rolling out with a 4-1 start. Last week was a heartbreaker. If you saw that game, you have a broken heart just like I do. But I got to tell you, it was very impressed with that last second kick by Cooper King. It had the distance. It was a little wide to the left, or we'd be sitting at 5-0 right now. And I got to give a shout out to the coaching staff of Pinnacle, especially Coach Zupke, for having faith in Cooper King, because that was one heck of a kick, and you got to have a lot of faith in your kicker for that. So Cooper, you have earned that, and we appreciate what you did. Listen, I'm Andy Polito here. We're running with you tonight as we take on the Chaparral Firebirds. Sitting shotgun with me right now is my son and Pinnacle High School class of 2022 alumni, Joey Polito. Joey, say hi to the folks.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, Pops?
All right.
We're starting this game off tonight. Let's go. We got the Pioneers running out right now. Pioneers are coming in this game 4-1 against the 2-3 Firebirds. Sorry. And they are ranked right now 17th in the 6A division. So hopefully we can get off to a hard start here. We got a lot of rivalry between these two teams. So
the Pioneer Gladiators have just entered the Coliseum, and they're ready to take on these Firebirds. And listen, I'm getting goosebumps as I sit here, Joey. God help the Firebirds tonight, because I think Pinnacle is ready to clean them and fry them. And right now, I'm just taking a quick look here. We've got a great starting lineup. We're going to tell you about that here in a minute. The one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to interrupt whenever we get to the point where we're going to celebrate this wonderful nation, and we're going to talk about our national anthem. So I'm going to talk just a little bit right now, and then we're going to have the national anthem, and then the fireworks are going to go off, and we're going to come out with both guns smoking.
Yes,
Joey,
we will.
anything
Yes,
that
we
you
will.
can say about tonight?
I'm just excited for the game tonight, to be honest. It's my first game broadcasting, so I probably won't sound the brightest when it comes to the play-by-play, but we're going to do our best out here, and I'm ready to hear this national anthem, so I better not see anybody kneeling in the crowd, or else we're going to have a problem. What do you think, Andy?
No problems tonight, I trust. I think we're okay. You know what? I got to tell you, Joey, I don't know if you remember this or not when you were playing, but as I look down on the field, I can see our principal standing there, and I got to tell you, that does my heart good to watch the leader of this entire student body, 2,000 plus students, to be standing on the sideline at every single game, whether it's a home game or an away game. And I watched him get kicked out of a game last year because because this guy was emotional, and to me that was my hero, and I think he got a lot of people behind him on that. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, Principal Smith is the man. He is good. He's good school spirit. He's out at every game. He's getting rowdy on the sideline. He's just like one of the coaches, you know. Sometimes he reminds me of Coach Zupke. Those two, they can go hand in hand for getting mad at some refs, and I love it. So.
Yeah. Yep, it's great to see him out there. Listen, and before we get going here, I want to say a big shout out and a thank you to Eric, who's running our camera tonight with our live feeds. Eric is a big Ohio State fan. And then we got behind the scenes our man, Carl Marks, who produces this. Let's take off our hats and let's be quiet for the national anthem.
Gold Dust Ave.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Gives me goosebumps every time I hear that song played. It makes me proud of where I live and the nation that I'm part of.
Greatest
Joey, what do you
country on
think?
earth. That's what I think.
Absolutely.
Nothing even comes close to it.
Yeah. You got it. Listen, we are not in the friendly confines of Pinnacle Pioneer Stadium. We are in the angry confines of the Chaparral Firebirds, in the pit of the stomach of the whale. And we're going to come out victorious tonight. I can feel it. I see a bad moon rising on the horizon here just to the east side right now. And I got to tell you, it's about 90 degrees out right now. It feels great. So those folks that aren't here in Phoenix, you think 90 degrees is hot. This is great weather right now. And it's a perfect night for football. Joey, what do you think?
Weather could not be better for this game tonight. I mean, not too hot, not too cold. The moon is coming up over the horizon right now, so it's going to be an exciting night.
Yeah, and before we get this thing going here,
Gronk is in the
I want to
house.
take a minute to say, really, to all of our sponsors. They're listed on the pinnaclefootball.com website under sponsors. For your convenience, you can click on their logo. It'll take you directly to the website for any additional information you like. So I will call out every single one of our sponsors one by one throughout the broadcast, but I want to say a big thank you to every single one of them right now. Thank you so much. We've got our 4 team captains heading out to center field right now, and they're going to be present for the coin toss. We've got Mac Richards, we've got Wyatt Horton, we've got Spencer Halverson, and we've got number 52, Crush Sowers. There is not a better name for a football player than Crush Sowers.
Crush is the man. Crush, I mean, this past offseason, he got gigantic. I mean, I remember playing with him back when he was a sophomore, and don't get me wrong, he was still a big kid then, but he's big, strong, and he plays mean, and that's really what you need in an offensive lineman.
And I want to tell you, as great as this game is and all these great players we have out here, I want to give out a kind of a semi-moment of silence here for 2 players that are absent tonight that we are going to miss dearly. First of all, we've got the big man, Reese Marks. He went down with an injury to an ankle game before last. I spoke to his dad just today. That's Carl, who's sitting to my right here. He's the guy behind the scenes that does all the production work here. Probably works 60 hours a week on this. Nobody knows it, but this guy is doing God's work out here. But Reese Marks went in. He's going to be going in for surgery here soon, so I hope we can get some prayers from everybody that's out listening and everybody in the stands here for a quick, speedy, and 100% return to health for Reese Marks here.
Well said, Dad.
Also, we've got Travis Gutierrez, who's big big number 70, also on the offensive line, and he's out for tonight. Hopefully he'll be back and his injuries aren't anything that are going to be sustained. Joey, what do you got?
I just want to give a quick shout out to Zach Wren out in Chicago. Zach, a.k.a. Craney, a.k.a. Eric Church. Dude's got the biggest cranium on campus there, and miss you, buddy.
Yeah, Zach, you know what? You are missed out here. I got to tell you, some of my fondest memories of Pinnacle football are not only watching my son Joey and Dominic, who's on the field right now tonight, play, but watching you serve as field general for the Pinnacle Pioneers when you were the quarterback. You were the man. I saw you take some vicious hits, and you come up and you're back in the game. So nice work out there, Craney. We miss you.
Field general, I like that one. That's a good one. Craney, the field general. And we also got Dietrich Avenett tuning in from Sacramento. Dietrich's still playing football out there. One of my best buddies. So just want to say hello, Dietrich.
Cooper King just booted it all the way through the end zone. Didn't even touch the end zone.
I can't believe
it
the leg
landed
he's
3
got
yards
on.
out. And I'll remind you, Cooper King kicked a 61-yard ball last game that would have won it for us on the last seconds of the game, but it was just a little bit left. And I got to tell you, I have never, ever in my illustrious football career, going to high school, watching these players, doing some coaching, I've never seen a high school player kick a ball the way he did. Cooper King is the king.
He really does. He's got a crazy leg on him. I mean, I haven't seen anything like it in high school football. That field goal that he attempted last week in the upsetting loss, that had potential for 70 yards if it was on the right end.
61. So. It was a 61-yard.
I know, but I'm saying with the amount of power he put into that.
Oh yeah, he could have gone
awesome.
about 65 or so.
All right, we're starting off the game right now. 1st and 10, Firebird ball. Little screen pass out to number 9. He goes up the field. Maybe about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, I want to give some credit here. We've got a nice defense out there. We got playing corner tonight, Ethan Lanise and Parker Glenn at the corners. Defensive tackle is Ian Garcia. We've got Spencer Halverson, Dean Vincent, Cooper King, and Cole Thornton as our linebackers and defensive backs. Defensive end, Jack Franklin and Frankie Gleash. And as the safeties, Dylan Frick and the number 1 player in my heart, Dominic Polito, also at safety.
Great stop on that side of the field. Looks like a joint effort by Dominic Polito and Ethan Lanise. Holding him. We got 3rd and about 3 for the Chaparral Firebirds.
I don't know if you've noticed, Joey, but in the last 5 games of this season, they seldom throw to Dominic's side of the field. I hope he's going to get some business tonight and pick off 1 or 2 passes, maybe give us 6 points the other way.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Ethan had a great pick 6 last week on that. So
Chaparral Firebirds line up with 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield to block. They've got a guy with a little bit of space, and he gets out up over the 37-yard line of the Chaparral Firebirds. Enough for a first down.
Number 21, Dylan Fricky.
looks like he was stopped by Dylan Frick there.
Dylan Frick, you're going to hear his name a lot tonight. You know who I want to hear a lot tonight? Dirty Dean Vincent right now getting in the backfield. They hand off to it runs to the right side. He's tackled very quickly.
Maybe about gain of 6 there.
It looks like a gain of possibly 6. Spencer Halverson, also one heck of an athlete.
Stud.
You're going to see him on both sides of the ball tonight, and he's going to do great tackles just like he did there. We've got a 2nd down and 5. Again, 1 back in the backfield out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. It's a quarterback keeper going to the right. He slides, and he's touched last by Dean Vincent.
Looks like we got about a 3rd and 2. Firebird ball. Luckily, we're keeping this ball on the other side of the 50 as of right now. If we can stop him, it'd be great to get a punt off. And
Joey, do you have any information on this quarterback? I don't know much about him.
I have a little bit. So this quarterback, he's playing right now because their starting quarterback, he got injured week 1, I believe.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the running back just reeled off about 17 yards for a huge first down and takes the ball down to the 44-yard line of the Pinnacle Pioneers. Go ahead about the quarterback.
Pretty impressive with him. He's a 2024, so he's a sophomore this year. He's doing what Wyatt was doing last year, starting on varsity. And if he can do as good as Wyatt, he did, well, he'll have a pretty good career ahead of him.
I hope he does good. I just hope it's not tonight.
Right through the hands of number 20.
on the far side of the
He was
field.
met over there by Cooper King. Cooper also plays linebacker. Not only got a great leg on him, but he can hit pretty hard. So he's kind of a dual threat in that sense.
You're going to see Cooper King in the backfield.
He's got wheels on him. I mean, he used to play soccer when he first started out at Pinnacle. I'm not sure if he still plays or not, but
he's got
came
power.
over to the football side, which is good to see.
So we're going down with a 3-4 set, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Here's a
Looks like the
handoff
quarterback
up the
holds
middle.
that. Quarterback took that one. Looks like a gain of 2 on the play.
Bad on the keeper, tackled this time by 33.
Hey, real quick, it's cool out here tonight. When you think about cool, you should be thinking about Forbes Refrigeration and Air Conditioning. Forbes Refrigeration and Air Conditioning is a name you will remember and a name you can trust. That's Forbes Refrigeration and Air Conditioning. Proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football.
We got 3 on the right, 1 on the left, and we got number 20 in the backfield right now. Looks like he's going with a pass, rolls out right.
Spencer
Met by
Halverson.
Spencer Halverson, trips him up a little bit. Oh, and a dropped pass nearly picked off by the defense.
You know what, Joey? It was quite a deal for that quarterback to get that ball off when he gets tripped
Really
up.
was.
Gets it away, almost completes it.
That was amazing pressure by Spencer Halverson there,
Spencer
though.
Halverson, I'm telling you, man, he was all over him like a cheap wetsuit.
That's a good way to put it right there.
Listen, we
Yeah,
got
he
United
looks-
Rentals, too, is one of our great sponsors here. You're building the future. We're here to help. That's United Rentals, Pinnacle Pioneer Football sponsor, and proud to be of it. Punting team on for the Chaparral Firebirds, standing at their own 45, probably going to punt it at about the 48 or 50-yard line. Right now, we've got nobody back, and I'm not sure why. There's nobody back to receive the punt.
Looks like Pinnacle called a timeout there. Must have been a misread. I'm not sure if they knew that they were punting it or not.
I'm wondering if they have the right personnel on the field because there's nobody back there to receive a punt.
Looks like we're making a change right now.
Mac Richards coming off the field. Nope, that's not Mac Richards, actually. That right there was Jack Gazier. And still nobody back. Now going back is Dylan Frick. They're going to let the ball
Looks like a nice
bounce.
kick on it.
And it's going to go into the end zone.
We got a touchback. All right.
We're going to, Pinnacle Pioneers are going to set up shop with their offense at the 20-yard line in just a second. But before we get to that, I want to talk to you a little bit about another sponsor we've got here. It's the Kimberly Lowe Group. The Kimberly Lowe Group, certified luxury marketing specialist in residential real estate in Scottsdale and North Phoenix. Your local neighborhood real estate experts. That's the Kimberly Lowe Group.
I'm excited to see Wyatt Horton start this drive off, Dad. I mean, this kid's as cool as the other side of the pillow, if you know what I'm talking about. He looks so comfortable out there. When he rolls out of the pocket, he always makes something happen. He's got the legs on him. He's got the arm. Let's see if we can put something together on this drive here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you 100% there, Joey. Hey, listen, also, hang on just a second. We're going to call out a few folks. Wyans working out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and he is met quickly at the line of scrimmage. That first battle right there was won by the defense of the Chaparral Firebirds, not by the offensive line. I'll tell you, this right now is whenever Reese, Marks, and Gutierrez are missed out there on the field because they are some big offensive linemen. Speaking of the offensive linemen, let's talk a little bit about that. We got Crush Sowers, again, the best name in football, Crush Sowers at center. We've got left guard Tanner Peltier, a sophomore, 6'4", 270 pounds. Right guard Jason Turner, right tackle Cade Majora, big Cade Majora, and left tackle Michael Leffenberger, another sophomore, 6'1", 240. Here's the snap, the ball straight up the middle. That is Mason Hughes taking the ball out to about the 25-yard line.
Man,
And
Mason Hughes.
Go ahead, Joe.
Mason Hughes, he's a great player. So far in the season, he's got 483 rush yards a game. He's averaging about 96 yards per game with that, and he's also got 72 receiving yards. So you could say he's a little bit of a dual threat.
He is.
Can't rule him out when he's lined up in the slot.
One of my favorite receivers. So right now, the Pioneers are working with 3 trip receivers on the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield. That's Mason Hughes. And we've got the man up, that big man up front to block that I just mentioned. He drops back, he looks left, throws long to Jace Pena.
We got a catch there. Jace Pena down at the 40,
out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
39, excuse me. Chaparral 39-yard line. And Pinnacle's really just marching down the field. And here comes that arm that I was talking about. And here's that arm that I was talking about with Wyatt Horton coming in and just throwing a bomb down the field. I love to see Hanshaw really shooting forward early on in the game. It's good to see, and it'll give good team morale.
Absolutely. That's the kind of thing that builds a lot of confidence early in a game, to have a quarterback light one up like that.
It is.
Two wide receivers right, one to the left, 2 men in the backfield right now. Here comes the snap out of the shotgun. There's the handoff. That goes to Mason Hughes, trying to get the corner. Good stiff arm. 35, 30, 25, out of bounds at the 24-yard line of the Chaparral Firebirds. Mason Hughes got the wheels turning, got the corner, and got another first down.
1st and 10. Mason Hughes, I mean, he's just so crucial for this offense in tight situations, even on 3rd downs. If you need a first down, you give the ball to Mason, and he can make something happen. He's a playmaker. And his yards after contact are just unbelievable. He doesn't go down, so tough kid.
Yeah.
Loved playing with him in practice.
He's one of the nicest kids out there, too. Very respectful.
A good guy.
He's just he's got a good heart.
All right.
2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. That's Keenan Johnson alone. Mac Richards in motion. Out of the shotgun is Wyatt Horton. Here's the snap. He's the keeper. Up the middle.
Wyatt keeps it up the middle.
10, the 5. It's touchdown for Wyatt Horton on the legs of the King.
Wow, what a great call by Hanshaw there. I'm not sure if that was just a read option where Wyatt had the option to take it, or if that was a design play call the entire way, but what a great set of eyes that Wyatt's got on him to see that gap open up right up the middle, and great job by the offensive lineman for creating that hole for him just to walk into the end zone, basically.
Didn't take long to go 80 yards on what I think was 6 or 7 plays. Didn't eat up much of the clock, but you know what? You don't have to eat the clock up when you're scoring, so that's really nice. These guys really are in mint condition, and speaking of mint condition, for all of your health and wellness needs, including sports-specific personal training, massage therapy, sports chiropractic, and more, check out mintconditionstudio.com. That's proud Pioneer sponsor, Mint Condition. The extra point after attempt is good from Cooper King.
Kick splits the uprights perfectly, and back to this rivalry we got going on here. It extends many years, and it's always fun playing the Chaparral Firebirds. You can always feel some tension in the air. I mean, these two teams have they've hooked up before, and it wasn't exclusive. Let's just say it didn't end very well. You know what I'm talking about, Dad?
I do.
Yeah.
I hate when it doesn't end well.
I know, right? That sucks, but what are you going to do? Well, we got Cooper King on the kickoff. I'm guessing we're going to see this one get booted out of the end zone on the track back there.
I think it's going to be a flyby. And speaking of flyby, how about flyby at Desert Ridge, known for their irresistible Detroit-style square pan, hand-tossed pizza, crispy chicken, and more lip-smacking goodness. This go-to spot serves up mouth-watering eats guaranteed to satisfy all cravings. Fly into Flyby at Desert Ridge and see for yourself. That's Flyby at Desert Ridge, proud Pinnacle Pioneer sponsor.
And looks like the play got called dead there. We're going to see what the referee has to say.
Well, he's probably going to say, Cooper King, you're kicking the ball too hard. We got to let these guys have a chance to return it. I personally don't agree with it, but Cooper King's got a leg like you would not believe.
He does indeed.
Grunk is in the trunk.
Yeah, we got Grunk in the trunk here. All right.
Looks like we're going to re-kick that.
They're using their mulligan. Let's try it again.
As the Chaparral announcer calls it, mulligan in golf today. And we played golf today, huh? How'd you didn't play too bad.
No, not for the old guy. Did
no,
all right,
no mulligans, you know, not for...
You hit the heck out of that ball, Joey, and straight. I want to be you when I grow up.
Man.
Big foot from Cooper again.
And that is kicked out of the end zone. We're going to see the Pinnacle defense come out here one more time. And
hey, really quick, I want to give a shout out to Donita Forbes. Larry and Donita Forbes watching from Florida. Go Pioneers. Cole Forbes, that's their kid. Donita and Larry, thank you for being with us tonight. I hope you stay for the entire game. We appreciate you being there and love having you with us. I think Dominic Polito was on the tackle there, wasn't he?
And I just want to give a quick shout out to the Desert Highlands crew tonight. We got Logan, Sweets, LT, and the boy Chris. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, another quick shout out. We got a buddy I went to high school with who loves high school football, Michael Sanchez. We call him Mr. Peanut or Feeksies. You got it. He is watching the first half of this game, believe it or not, from Argentina. They're 4 hours ahead of us, so it's getting late there. But he wouldn't miss a game of his beloved Dominic Polito out there. Michael and wife, thank you guys for being present and watching the game with us from Argentina. We appreciate it.
Great stop there by the Pinnacle defense. He tries to go wide right with that ball, and he just gets stopped by a hard defensive line that we got.
Second and 6 for the Birds.
All right, so the Chaparral Firebirds setting up shop again. We got trip receivers to the left. We got one receiver on the far side of it. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Quick throw to the right. He's got it. It's a big man out there. Looks like a tight end. He gets taken down at about the 35-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. Unfortunately.
Chaparral's moving down the field here at a decent pace. Give a quick sponsorship to Wilman Construction. Wilman Construction is just for people to build their genuine place of purpose, building commercial construction projects in the Valley since 1977. And I don't know if you saw that last play while I was reading the
I'll tell you right now, the Chaparral Firebirds tried to do a bubble screen out to the left. That was blown up big time by Spencer Halverson in the house. He was back there in the backfield. You thought they were sitting around the table with a family, and he's one of those kids visiting from down the street. Spencer Halverson got one of his big mitts on the ball, batted it up in the air, and it lands incomplete. Here we go with a second down and 10. Right up the middle by the quarterback, and he is tackled by Dirty Dean Vincent, number 6, right up the gut.
Man, yeah, he got hit hard by Dean there. He must feel like a drunk roommate after he lost his keys one night going back to the dorms, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Dean Vincent is a force to be reckoned with. He's one of the leading sack people in the state of Arizona right now. And I got to tell you, Dean, I don't know if he understands it, but they're double and triple teaming him now, which means it's leaving somebody else open. That's a team player whenever you're willing to take one for the team like that.
Dean came into this game with 9 sacks on the season, averaging about a
And he almost
sack.
had another one there.
Looks like they get it out. It looks 2 yards short of the first down. Dean's he's averaging about 1.8 sacks a game. He's got 38 tackles so far in the season.
Yeah,
which
that's
is pretty good.
Amazing numbers for Dirty Dean Vincent. Okay, the Chaparral Firebirds going out of hurry-up offense. Trip receivers to the left, one to the right, one man in the backfield to block. Quarterback looking to the sidelines, trying to get another play in. Doesn't like the defense he sees. They're stacking it in the middle. They got 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. The safeties are in place. Defensive back. Here's the snap. Quick throw to the right, and it is out of bounds. Too far. The Pinnacle Pioneers will take over on downs at the Chaparral 43-yard line.
I mean, if Chaparral wants any chance at staying in this game, they just got to be able to convert on those 4th downs, 3rd downs. I mean, they start off hot, and then they eventually they just lose all steam.
Let me say this.
It's not going to win games.
Yeah, you know what, Joey? As a coach and watching this guy, I'm not sure why on 4th down in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left, trailing by 7, and your own side of the field, you go for it on a 4th and 2. It's not like it was a short play.
I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the rivalry here. They want to come out looking hard and strong, and it just doesn't work out for them. So we got no one in the backfield here. Motion. Wyatt takes it up the middle, and he's stopped at the line. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. But you know what? I'm looking out to the right here, and we're wondering why the referee didn't throw a flag on that. But you know what I see? Do you see the moon over there, Joey? That's a full moon tonight.
That is a full moon.
Speaking of the moon, how about Moon Valley Nurseries? Home of the you buy it, we plant it. For the best trees on earth, go straight to the moon. Visit moonvalleynurseries.com or at locations throughout the valley. That's Moon Valley Nurseries, proud Pinnacle Pioneer sponsor.
All right, as Wyatt lines up for this snap.
Empty backfield.
Call for the ball. We got 3 on the left. We got 1 in motion. And he hands that ball off. Looks like it was bobbled at first, but he drives up the field, and there's a first down for the Pinnacle Pioneers. We are now on the Chaparral 31-yard line.
That's Xavier Valdeva. Xavier Valdeva has been in motion on several plays here, and I like the way they called that in.
And this is actually Xavier's first game as a Pinnacle Pioneer that he's playing. He wasn't able to play because of the rule there. They have to sit out once they transfer mid-season. He's a transfer from Chandler High School. So it's good to see him getting some touches.
You know what? I'm going to give a quick shout out to our friends in Montenegro. That's Karol Bjovic, watching right now at 4:15 in the morning. Thank you for being with us, Karol. I'm sure that you'll have the coffee and some eggs and bacon for us.
And that pass was just dropped by Keenan Johnson on the left side of the field. I love to see him going for it again there.
That's an over-the-shoulder grab I've seen Keenan make for years. Yep. I'm surprised he didn't catch that. The ball was laid out perfect by Wyatt Horton, and that right there was 6 points.
Keenan's a great player. I mean, he's fast. He runs hard, and he just puts himself out there. And that's an unfortunate miss right there, but you can't have them all.
I would have liked to see him.
I would have loved to see Keenan with a touchdown. I don't know about you.
Yep. I'd like to just see the Pioneers run up 50 points tonight. There's a handoff up the middle to Xavier again. That's a pickup of about 5 yards on second down. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. He hauled that one all the way. And speaking of haul, how about Team Clean and Haul? Family run and operated waste and recycling services since 2002. That's Team Clean and Haul, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer football.
Pioneers 3rd and 6.
And we got the Pioneers 3rd and 6. We got an empty backfield right now. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. And we're waiting for Wyatt to call for the ball here.
Always working out of the shotgun is Wyatt. Give him an extra second to backpedal.
Wyatt calls for the ball. He's looking downfield. He finds a man downfield, and Keenan again. Oh, man, what a great throw by Wyatt Horton. He was under pressure by number 5, big old number 5, that defensive end on the Firebirds, and he's great. He's applying pressure.
Unfortunately, we've got one of our defensive linemen down, so let me take a minute to say, Joey, after this game, I'm going to be tired, and you know what I'd love to do?
What would you like to do?
I'd love to take my lovely wife, Liza, over to JW Marriott at Desert Ridge, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Experience every element of luxury and fun at JW Marriott Desert Ridge Resort and Spa. Discover more at JW Marriott, jwdesertridge.com. JW Marriott, thank you for your sponsorship.
That's a real tongue twister there, huh?
Yeah, it is when I got you poking me like that.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. So do we know who's down on the field right now? I can't see a number.
Carl, do you see a number out there?
It could be Crush. That could be. Oh, you did? Okay. Crush is not out there right now.
I think I see Tanner Peltier's dad standing up,
so I hope
that's not him.
Is that 79? 79. Well,
that is Tanner Peltier. That's a 6'4", 270-pound sophomore.
Giant.
He's getting a little help off the field, which is, we don't want to see that. You know, we've already lost Gutierrez and Reese Marks, and losing Tanner Peltier is not a good thing.
Yeah, that was a tough loss, losing Gutierrez. He's a great player, and I remember playing with him. He was a sophomore starting on varsity, and he's just a big kid. He plays hard out there, so it's really unfortunate to see when your offensive line go down, and it's unfortunate for Wyatt to see, too.
But listen, it's a 4th and 7 at the 25-yard line of the Chaparral Firebirds, and Wyatt Horton and company are going for it here.
We got one lined up in the backfield, 2 right, 2 left. Looks like they're trying to draw him off sides here with this 4th and 5, is it?
He just changed the call and audible at the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun. Here's the snap.
He calls for the ball. He looks downfield, rolls out right, finds a man. Josh Pinder with the catch. What a great grab by him. I mean, he is just an amazing player. That's a great first down. Yard past it.
Josh Pinder hauled that sucker in, and it was a beautiful catch.
Josh is a really fast player. His brother Jonah used to play, and he was also extremely quick on his feet. So it looks like Josh is following in his footsteps.
Yeah, I mean, I see Alan Sukup in there now at tight end, big number 87. I'd love to see Wyatt get these tight ends a little more into this game.
Allen's an Indiana commit, actually, for long snapper. He's the #1 long snapper
And there
in the nation.
goes Mason Hughes from the 15 to the 10, down to the 5, out of bounds at about the 4-yard line of the Chaparral Firebirds. That's going to set up a 1st and goal for your Pinnacle Pioneers.
Looks like they're spotting this one at the Firebird 3-yard line, so 3 yards to the end zone. Let's see what Hanshaw draws up here.
Here's my guess right now.
What do you think?
He's going out of with Mason Hughes. Mason Hughes has earned the right to get the ball.
100%.
I think he's going to go up the middle. Mason Hughes right over the right tackle.
I'm going to agree with you. I could totally see that happening. Looks like we have Allen
And there
leading
he
the
is.
block.
There's the right tackle, and there's Mason Hughes at the goal line. They're fighting for it. They're fighting for it. Referee calls him down at about the half-yard line.
Yeah, Mason's a real hard runner, so I'm sure they have plenty of confidence in him. I know I do, to get that touchdown, and I wouldn't be surprised if they run it to him again. Looks like we have 26
I think our
Xavier
man is coming
Valvita
in.
coming in right now. Mason's coming out, so we could see another run.
Valdivita, the transfer, and if they don't call his number now, Joey, I'm going to be pretty surprised. We got wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right with Mac Richards. Valdivita in the backfield. Wyatt working out of the shotgun on 2nd down. Here's the snap. There's a handoff to Valdivita, and he just waltzes in for a touchdown over the right side.
I mean, that's a great touchdown. There wasn't much effort there wasn't much effort on that play that needed to be done. I mean, he basically just walked in there.
The way it looked like the defense actually avoided him. I'm guessing Valdivita may not have taken a shower because he waltzed in without anybody laying a finger on him.
I agree there.
Damn fine job, Valdivita. Nice work.
Yeah, Cooper King lining up for the kick. I mean, it's almost automatic with him when he's lining up for these extra points.
Look, Joey's Grammy and Papa from Seattle, Washington. Marsha and Roger sending out their good thoughts and good vibes to Joey, saying, sounds good, man.
Grandma and Grandpa, glad to see you joining in. All right, we're going to have Cooper kick it off here to the Firebirds. We have a 14-0 lead from the Pinnacle Pioneers at just about the end of the first quarter, minute 26 left. We'll see if the Firebirds can put anything together.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to the fine, outstanding young men at Desert Highlands, the crew tonight tuning in. Logan Sweets and a boy, Chris, let's do it. Grunk in the trunk, we got these guys from Desert Highlands. Thanks for being with us tonight. We appreciate you on the air. Also, I wanted to big thank you to CJ Jensen. He says JoJo Bear in the house tonight. That's his man. CJ Jensen, one hell of a fine coach, great father. Love hanging out with him and his kids, Ty and Luke. Thanks for being with us tonight, CJ.
Yeah, CJ's a stud, man. I mean, he was my old baseball coach back in the day, and he was a good guy, good coach. Love seeing him out there getting red hot on the in the dugout.
You won a championship with that man.
Oh yeah, we did.
I know he'll love it when I compare him to Tommy Lasorda.
All right, we got the Pinnacle defense coming back on the field again. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Chula Seafood in Greyhawk, fresh fish in the desert, fish market, restaurant, and bar located at Hayden and Thompson Peak in Greyhawk. And I've been there myself, and they got good fresh seafood, not bad.
They're out of San Diego. They have 3 locations here in Phoenix. Thank you, Chula Seafood, for your sponsorship.
All right, looks like we got a screen, and he drops it. Number 20 is met by...
We need to follow on that ball.
Number 20 is met by Lanice on the left side of the field.
That ball falls incomplete. Chaparral Firebirds are now going to bring up a 2nd and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Chaparral, Joey, I don't know about you, but they're looking a little flat. I love that they're looking flat because it makes us look higher, but I also love a great ball game.
No, I couldn't agree any more myself. I mean, they don't have a lot of energy right now. And they got a big student section over there, but their football team is just not putting it together right now.
Nope.
And he's met on the sideline over there by number 9.
Jack Gazer. We call him the Gazer Beam. All right. Listen, let's talk a little bit about, there's a lot of real estate on that field tonight because they got a long way to march if they're going to do anything. But speaking of real estate, how about Arizona Best Real Estate? You want to know your home is worth, You thinking about relocating? We'd love to help you. We're going to make your next best move decision and provide solutions for all your real estate needs. That's Arizona Best Real Estate, proud sponsor of Pioneer Football. Here's a snap out of the shotgun. Big rush coming. Gets it off over the middle.
Take
and
it
he
down.
is tackled very, very quickly by... Is that
Cooper
Carson
King.
Kimberly?
That
No,
was
it was
Cooper King on the tackle.
Boy, what am I thinking? Cooper King's all over the field.
He really is. Guy's a stud of a
If
player.
I didn't know better, I'd say there were 11 people wearing number 33 out there, all with the name King on the back.
And if you ever need a notary service for you at your convenience, call Kim Horton for details, and she comes to you. Also, the quarterback's mother.
Yeah, that's why it's Mom. Very, very, very proud parent. She's out here and support every single game. We love seeing you out here, Kimmy Horton.
And there's the punt by the Firebirds. We
It's
have
high.
Mac Richards back there to receive it. Oh, that's not Mac, is it? No, that is not Mac.
It's, big number 18, Jai Ewing. Jai Ewing, or we call him JT. JT Ewing.
Looks like Pinnacle's going to pick this ball at about the Pinnacle's 45-yard line, and that's the end of the first quarter.
That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Perfect time for me to talk to you about something very serious, Joey, and that's about this guy named Dr. Donald Johnson from North Valley Oral Surgery. Dr. Don Johnson serving the North Valley for oral surgery needs for over 20 years. 20 years experience from this guy. And no, he's not Don Johnson from Miami Vice. He's Don Johnson, Keenan Johnson's father. Proud father, I should say. Thanks for being a nice sponsor for us, Mr. Dr. Don Johnson.
Don actually was the one who removed my wisdom teeth, and he did a great job. I sort of remember afterwards, I think I was tweaking out a little bit, so that was a fun experience. And we have another sponsor, Arena Sports Grill, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Football. Arena Sports Grill is Scottsdale's neighborhood grill since 2003, located at 63rd Street and Bell Road. That is Arena Sports Grill.
I'd love to go do me some Arena Sports Grill after this game
Dad,
tonight.
you like dancing, don't you? I see you dancing sometimes. I can
You
hear
saw
you
me
singing.
dancing on the golf course today, dancing across the green, sinking them 3-foot putts.
Well, I'll tell you what, you need to get some dancing lessons, and you can do that at Center Stage Dance Studio, where they love to put you at center stage, training baby divas and dudes through college kids, located in Scottsdale Air Park. And I'd put you in the category of that baby diva, actually.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Center Stage Dance Studio, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Here we are, Wyatt Horton, empty backfield, working out of the shotgun. He draws him with a hard count, pulls the nose tackle, offsides, number 50 for Chaparral. That's going to give the Pioneers another 5 yards, and it'll be a 1st down and 5 instead of a 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's great to see. I mean, when you get them with your hard count, that just means you're doing something right and they're doing something wrong, and that's what we go back to the lackadaisical that the Chaparral team is being right
I want
now.
you to pay attention to number 3 on the near sideline, Mason Hughes. I have a feeling Wyatt's going to him right now on an
Hughes.
outright sprint. Nope, he turns around.
He
Wyatt
keeps it.
goes up the middle on a keeper, and he's taken down at about the 42-yard line of Chaparral.
I mean, I love that pump fake right there. That's great.
And
Oh,
we
it
got a
looks like we got a
flag.
flag on the play by
And
number 99.
It's going to go against Chaparral.
100%. That'll be about 15 yards right there for a personal foul, and they're going to take him out after that play. I mean, that's just that's what they do. They're going to make him pay right here, and I'm glad that the referees could see that that happening.
It's not a valid entry. But speaking of valid entries, how about Biometric Identity Solutions for Webs? That's valid entry. Proud sponsor, Pinnacle Pioneer Football. That extra 15 yards takes us down to about the 27-yard line of the Chaparral Firebirds.
Man, this Pinnacle offense has been dominant all night, along with that defense. I mean, that defense is getting on and off the field real quick. They're able to keep their offense on the field for a while, which is really great. And that offense giving the defense a break. So I love to see it.
You know what else is great?
Tell me.
We got trip wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and Wyatt has been standing upright the whole night. Hasn't landed once. That offensive line is doing their job.
They really are.
Looks left. Oh, and no sooner
taken
do I
down
say
in the
that,
back.
but he takes him down, and I don't know why they don't call it. I mean, when you put your body into it, and I've seen it in college and in NFL where they call that a penalty, and that ref is standing right in front of him. They really do. As a matter of fact, it happened the other night when the Steelers took on the Cleveland Browns in Sunday Night Football. Minka Fitzpatrick called for one. But you know what? That's another story.
All right,
Trip
we got
wide receivers to the left, Keenan Johnson alone to the right.
All right, Wyatt Horton, number 15, waits for the snap. And it looks like we're running the ball to Mason Hughes. He runs up the field. He gets 10. About 15 yards on the carry right there. We're at about the Chaparral 21-yard line. That's great to see, and that just goes back to Mason's toughness. Whenever you're in a tough spot on the field, and we were about second and what, 20 there.
Yeah, you know,
and Mason can really make a play happen.
I like seeing the no-huddle offense from the Pioneers catching Pinnacle sleeping, or excuse me, the Chaparral Firebirds sleeping. Wyatt Horton, Mason Hughes in the backfield, trip wide receivers to the left, Keenan Johnson alone to the right. Changes the line with an audible. Back in the shotgun, Mason Hughes patiently awaiting to block or maybe receive the handoff. Here comes the snap. There it is. Mason Hughes dumps off to the right. There's a throw to him. He's at the 15, he's at the 10, he's at the 5. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard lines of Chaparral.
And there's Mason Hughes' just dual threat capabilities coming in right there. Kind of reminds me of Le'Veon Bell back in the day when he used to play for well, the great Pittsburgh Steelers.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to sound biased or anything like that, but
you don't have to. Greatness speaks for itself.
It really does. And Mason Hughes is speaking for himself right now with that great run followed by a great dump off by Wyatt to Mason.
Right now, it's a Mason Hughes handoff to the strong side, to the left side of the line behind the left tackle right now. There's the handoff. Nope, it's a keeper for Wyatt and a second touchdown on the night for him.
Wow, I mean, it is so great to see Wyatt just pulling that ball and running up the field with confidence, met by nobody. I mean, could the Firebirds make that any easier? We have 20-0 at the beginning of this second quarter right now. I mean, I don't know what you're seeing, but these Firebirds, they just look flat-footed right now.
Well, if I should be so bold to say the Firebirds are going down in flames right now. Yep. They have to find some answer to this high-flying, high-powered Pinnacle offense. Cooper King
splits the uprights. Beautiful kick once again.
Got the foot. That one went completely into the track and field section.
I mean, expectations for Cooper King are just so high on those extra points. It'd be devastating if he missed it because that is just so unlike him. And, I mean, I don't see that happening anytime soon. He couldn't be any more dead center.
No, I don't want to see us get into a situation where he has to kick a 60-yard field goal, but I do want to see him kick a 60-yard field goal. Speaking of that, I hope we catch it on video. And speaking of video, Immediate Integrated Technologies, the leading provider of workplace audio and video conference solutions in the entire Southwest. That's Immediate Integrated Technologies, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football.
And you like jewelry, Dad?
I love it.
You do? Well, then you should head on down to Cimarron River Company, Native American Indian Jewelry, home decor and gifts at CimarronRiverCompany.com. Go check it out for your Native American jewelry needs.
And thank you for your sponsorship of Pioneer Football. We're all smiling right now. And you can smile too if you go and march yourself into Bud Orthodontics. Stunning smiles is their specialty. Smile with confidence at Bud Orthodontics, another proud sponsor of Pioneer Football. Here's the kickoff, and that's going to be into the end zone again for Cooper King. I'm going to guess that the stats are going to read right now that there's been, I think, 1 or maybe 2 times throughout the entire season, the first 5 games, that any team has been able to return a ball on the foot, against the foot of Cooper King. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm loving our sponsor, SpineFit Chiropractic and Rehabilitation. They're proud to maintain athletes to top physical condition, relieve pain, and restore wellness. We're SpineFit Chiropractic. That's SpineFit Chiropractic and Rehabilitation. Proud sponsor, Pinnacle Pioneer Football, again this season. Thank you, SpineFit.
And you're remodeling a house right now, right? And if
I certainly am.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not sure if you got any of your home appliances from there, but you know, if you ever needed any, you can go to Best Home Appliances. You can visit them at the corner of Tatum and Bell, and they're always ready for your local Pinnacle family-owned source for luxury appliances. That's a bit of a tongue twister there.
Well, Best Home Appliances is fantastic. They have some great stuff in there too. Been in the store before. Love the owners. Nice folks.
I don't know about you, but after this game, I'm going to be a little bit hungry. So I'm going to have to go down to Upper Crust, feeding Pinnacle football team since 2010. Thank you, Upper Crust.
The Chaparral Firebirds working out of the shotgun, tries to go left over the line with a handoff from the quarterback. He's taken down very quickly what looks like no gain, which should be
And here comes Dominic Polito in the game at safety. Also happens to be my little sister, brother. It's great to see him out there doing well.
I'm hoping that maybe this quarterback is going to try a little throw to that side of the field, and hopefully Dominic will get a chance to make his name go up in lights here.
I wouldn't mind seeing him take it back for 6. I mean,
he's backpedaling a little bit. There's the throw. It's caught on the left side at the 30-yard line. He's taken out of bounds by Parker Glenn.
Parker Glenn, he's a great cornerback, comes in at 5'10", 165 pounds, and he just plays hard, just like this whole Pinnacle defense. And, I mean, we're just coming off the ball much faster than these Chaparral Firebirds are right now. Not much you can do about that. It's just we're outworking them right now, and when it comes down to toughness and grit, we're winning that battle.
Yep. So working out of the shotgun, 2 tight ends in now. Here's a handoff from the man in motion coming across. He's trying to get the edge on the right side of the field. Spencer Halverson, Dylan Frick in on the tackle, along with 6 other white jerseys. But Spencer Halverson tried to stand him up. Cooper King was on the bottom of that pile, along with Dylan Frick. That was a gang tackle.
That was a gang tackle, and I don't know if you saw after that play, but looks like some mixed words down there, and I mean, I can't read lips, but I don't think that they were talking about football down there in that bottom of that pile. I'm not sure about you.
I don't think so. 2 wide receivers to the right, tight end to the left, 1 back in the backfield, probably to block. Here comes the snap, and he keeps it.
Fumble.
And that ball is knocked loose. Knocked loose by big number 44, Cole Thornton.
Storming the field. Battery covers his fumble.
All right, the Chaparral Firebirds now at the 24-yard line, their own 24. It's a 3rd down and 18. They lost about 9 yards on that little bobble of the ball by the quarterback. They've lined up with 3 or trip wide receivers to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. They've got the jumbo package in at the line to try to protect the quarterback. Here's the snap, a little bit high, looks right, throws right.
Up. Oh, and Dominic Polito to break up that play.
Yeah.
It was a little bit that wasn't the greatest throw, looked out of bounds, but it's great to see 2 players getting physical out there.
Ethan Lanise was there, had pretty good tight coverage, and Dominic came from the center of the field to run all the way over and almost pick that ball off.
Ethan stuck on number 14 like glue on that play, and he's a great cornerback, hard player.
The one thing, folks at home, that you got to do when you're a cornerback or a defensive back, when that ball's in the air, you can't just throw your arms up to try to deflect it or take the concentration off the wide receiver. You need to turn your head around so that you have your eyes on the ball, or you're going to get flagged for pass interference. Thank goodness Ethan did that here and did not get a call.
Another punt by the Firebirds.
He shanks it off the left side of his foot, and that ball, it bounces out of bounds at about the 50-yard line.
Looks like the Pioneers are going to come out here with pretty good field position to go into this 21-0 game. We have Wyatt Horton and the rest of the team taking the field for offense.
We've got 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter of this bash of Titans. The Pinnacle Pioneers with a commanding 21-0 lead. I'm getting hungry looking at this, Joey, and that makes me think of In-N-Out Burger, football's Friday night spot, local burger joint at Desert Ridge Marketplace. Quality you can taste when quality counts. Proud sponsor of Pioneer Football, In-N-Out Burger in Desert Ridge. We've got
2 in the backfield. It looks like we got Xavier and Mason Hughes, Majay Hughes in the backfield. We got 2 left, 1 right, and Wyatt calls for the ball. And it looks like he keeps that one.
Lots of
goes
big one down to Pinder. There's the pass, a little overthrown.
That looked like a big pass interference there, and that's just a call that you cannot miss as a referee. That's a big play and a big game changer for the Pioneers to go up 28-0.
I've seen Pinder stretch out and lay out completely for a ball like that. I'm surprised he didn't do it there.
Well, I mean, at that point, when you're getting held so bad, that was horrible, and that's horrible on the referees for not seeing that. That's unfortunate. But that's what you get in high school football.
You gave him a little tuggy on that one, didn't you?
There was a little tuggy.
We got Valdivia and Mason Hughes in the backfield with Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. A tight end in right now. I think that's Sukup. Here's the snap. It's the fake to Valdivia. It's a handoff to Mason Hughes. Mason Hughes trying to get the corner, does not get it, and I think he got the wind knocked out of him on that one. That looked like it hurt. He landed right on his back.
Mason's a tough player. I expect him to get up from this, and he just pops right up after that hard hit.
I got to tell you, that took my breath away.
Yeah, I mean, that just goes to show for his toughness and his grit that he's got. And it looks like they're going to pull him out for this play and let him catch his breath. But, man, what a player.
You know what I'd like to see get in this game tonight? Asher Friedlander. You know why? Because his dad at FBC Mortgage, Adam Friedlander's always in the game at FBC Mortgage. He's your trusted friend in lending. That's Adam Friedlander, FBC Mortgage, big sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football and proud father of Asher Friedlander.
All right, looks like we got 1 in the backfield, 3 right, 1 left.
We almost got
Xavier
an offsides.
Velveeta in the backfield there.
Valdivia,
excuse my pronunciation.
He thinks he's pronouncing cheese, Velveeta.
Yeah, yeah, dude. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like an offsides on the Firebird defense.
I don't know if you can truly call them defense tonight the way they're playing.
I know. I mean, it more looks like a practice out here, maybe even a scout team, you might say.
I think we're going to bring up a 3rd and about 3 now. Valdivia in the backfield with Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Looks over to the sideline. Might be changing the play here on an audible. Yes, he did. Valdivia now lines up alongside of him.
Yeah, Wyatt tried to go for the hard count there, didn't drum offside, so gets the play call, and it snaps. Wyatt rolls out right. Sees Jace Pigne down the sideline, and looks like we got a flag at about the 45-yard line.
That's Michael Leffenberger was down. He may be called for a hold on that. I'm not sure. I think Michael Leffenberger is going to be called for a hold on that.
Looks like some of the players on Pinnacle are calling that against the defense, so we'll see. Could be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's wait for the referee's call and see what we get.
Oh, it was a personal foul. You're right, Joey, on the defense, the Chaparral defense.
I mean, that's great to see. When you're getting frustrated like this defense is, you're just not coming out and playing hard. That's what you're going to do. You're going to make really stupid mistakes, and that comes with stupid prizes like you see right there.
Sorry, Michael, man, that was a clean play on you. My bad.
All right, we got Josh Pinder heading out there. Looks like Jace Pigne came in. We have Mac Richards and Keenan Johnson lined up on the left. Josh Pinder on the right, and Xavier, why don't you say that last name for me?
Valdivia in the backfield, number 26. Working out of the shotgun now, big Wyatt Horton. Here comes the snap, handoff to Valdivia, up the middle and down to the 25, 20, 15, 10. He's down at the 10-yard line. A fantastic run as he hurdled over a lineman.
Yeah, I mean, this kid, he's a great athlete. You just see him almost hurdle over that guy.
He's going to definitely...
Yards after contact, looked like about 10 there, and that's great to see, especially out of a running back coming from Chandler, different school. This is his first game playing with Pinnacle, so it looks like they have good chemistry already.
He's definitely adding another dimension to the running game for the Pinnacle Pioneers. Two men in the backfield, Valdivia and Mason Hughes out of the shotgun as Wyatt Horton, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap.
Give it to Mason Hughes.
Held. Wyatt still got the ball. He throws the ball into the end zone, and he was out of bounds, it looks like.
I'm not so sure about that. Oh.
That was Jace Pigne.
Yeah.
We got a flag on the play, though.
It's a tough angle for us to see it from here. It looks like we're upsetting some people in the crowd on this side, but it really is a tough angle to see. The referees over there have a better view.
Well, I have 20/60 vision. I saw that.
Oh, you have 20/60. Really? I'm surprised you don't have your bifocals on right now to see this game. It looks like we have a penalty on the play. Possible personal foul on the Pioneers. Ball's getting spotted at about the 26-yard line.
The referee's going to call it here in a minute. While we're waiting for that call, let's talk about finding your strength. Find your strength at Malawi Fitness. Malawi Fitness is located at 25th Place and Rose Garden. A huge, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. That's Malawi Fitness.
I mean, so far this game has got to bring a bit of a smile to Coach Zupke's face. Nothing makes me happier than seeing that man smile, I'll tell you that. Brings a tear to my eye.
Wyatt fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, and dumps it off to Mac Richards. Mac Richards catches the ball and gets down to about the 19-yard line of the Chaparral Firebirds. Dr. John Johnson is now approaching us here, giving us a thumbs up. Dr. John, thank you for all your support. Thanks for being here tonight.
And thanks for pulling my wisdom teeth out, too. If you ever need a wisdom teeth removal, that's your guy right there.
I think when you pulled out his wisdom teeth, you took all the wisdom with it.
I think so, too. There's not a whole lot of stuff going up in my head, so it's kind of a blank space. And it looks like a handoff to Valvavita. I'm really not sure to pronounce that last name.
Valdivida.
If you're listening, I'm sorry.
That was a power play up the middle. He's down to the 15-yard line of the Chaparral Firebirds. That's going to bring back a third down and gosh, what is that? 12 it looks like. Out of the shotgun, Valdivida in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the left. Pinder, Pena, and Mac Richards. Keenan Johnson wide to the right. Wyatt Horton getting ready. He's going to clap his hands and accept the ball out of the shotgun. Valdivida back there. Valdivida pulls out of the backfield and goes short. Wyatt Horton scrambling, moving to his right. He runs out of bounds at roughly the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, Wyatt just got all the time in the world right now. This Chaparral defensive line isn't really doing much, if anything at all, to apply pressure on them. And I'm not sure if it's that they're not doing much or this Pinnacle offensive line is just so big and so strong, and there's not really anywhere to go. It's like hitting a brick wall for these guys.
So the Pioneers now have a 4th and 9, and absolutely they're going to bring in Cooper King and let him tack on another 3 points. He's going to kick this ball from about the 15-yard line is where the ball is going to be spotted. The snap is coming from the 10. The ball's spotted on the 15. Here comes the snap. Cooper King approaches it, kicks the ball, and that thing is right through the middle.
What a surprise, right? Right through the middle of the uprights. There's 3 points.
So we've got a 24-0 game now with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in this, the second quarter of this clash of the Titans between the Pinnacle Pioneers and the Chaparral Firebirds. And as we talk about that, let's talk about the Horton team. You want to purchase a home or learn more about the value of your current home? You have questions about real estate, investment properties, or second homes? Call or text the Horton team. That's Matt Horton at the Horton team, 480-227-3311. That's 480-227-3311. Another proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer football for over 8 years, and that's proud father Matt Horton from Wyatt Horton for his whole life.
Another sponsor, Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease. Suffering from allergies or chronic cough? Tired of being tired? Consult Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease, specializing in allergy, lungs, and sleep medicine.
You know what, Joey? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I love having these wonderful sponsors like the Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease. Cooper King puts another one, hits right at the A in the end zone for the Chaparral. That's going to come out to the 20-yard line. But listen, what's happening out there right now with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left as the Pioneers take a commanding 24-0 lead. This is nothing short of criminal. And if you want to talk about criminal law, you need to talk about criminal defense when you need something that happens and you fumble off the field. That's Castillo Law Firm. Castillo Law Firm. Castillo Law, practicing criminal defense, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer football.
All right.
Pinnacle defense working out 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Here's the handoff up the middle, and he's taken down.
And he's tackled on that play by number 95, Ian Garcia, one of our big defensive linemen, coming in at about 6'1", 235 pounds. All right, we got 2 wide left, 1 right, and 2 in the backfield for the Chaparral offense here as he calls for the ball. And it looks like it's going to be a screen.
It's a bubble screen to his left, but that thing is blown up really, really quickly.
Great stop by Cooper King.
Yep, Cooper King. The kid's everywhere. So, Joey, if you watched in the first 2 to 3 games, the first few teams we played worked out of a hurry-up offense. And the Chaparral Firebirds right now are trying to do a hurry-up offense where they don't give the defense time to take a breather or get substitutions in. They didn't do it on this play, but they did it on the previous play. And there was some success. There's a slot back in there right now. And the quarterback for Chaparral rolls to his right. He's being heavily pursued by Dominic Polito. Comes in off the safety position and pretty much grabs that guy and throws him to the ground.
That's great pressure applied there by Dominic. Not only Dominic, but Jack Franklin and Dean Vincent were also there. Dominic was the first one to get his hands on that quarterback and take him to the ground, though.
The coach called an all-out safety blitz. I'm sure that was Ainzel right there and brought Dominic in from the safety position. And I think it might be a hold on the Chaparral offensive line.
Hey, Dad, do you need any hair extensions or anything?
I heard someone in the crowd say intentional grounding, and I'm not sure that was the case because he was out of the passer's box saying, yeah, Joey, I need hair extensions. You know that.
You should call Rye Hair Company, modern hair salon providing high-quality hair color, haircut, and hair extension services located on Cave Creek Road in the 101 at Rye Hair Company.
Rye Hair Company, thank you for everything you do for Pinnacle Pioneer football. And it was 2 penalties, one against each team. Those penalties will offset. So we're going to take this down. We're going to erase what just happened, and we're going to do it all over again. All right, the Pinnacle Firebirds. 1 wide receiver to the right, 3 to the left, 1 back to block. Here's the snap. He goes straight back. He's got a huge rush coming at him. He dumps it off, and that man is taken down quickly by Dylan Frick.
That's a great
tackle. That was a loss of about 3 yards.
Great tackle by Dylan Frick there.
No,
Open field tackle.
Was that Dylan or was that Spencer? Okay, that was Dylan Frick. Fine job, Dylan.
Yeah, and it looks like they brought an all-out blitz from the Pinnacle defense there. We had some safeties dropping in to try to say hello to the quarterback and take him to the ground.
So what you folks don't see at home is a lot of confidence in your defensive backs. If you're willing to throw in a blitz 2 or 3 times in a row, that means that you think that your defensive backs are going to be covered as open men on the field. And almost blocked that kick, but he did get it off.
Oh, and the
ball was fumbled. I hope Ethan Lanise fell on it, number 1, because we dropped that. I think that was Dylan Frick.
And that's just something you don't see a whole lot from. That was
Dylan Frick, I think.
Was that Dylan Frick back there?
Ethan Lanise, the smarts heads-up play, fell on that ball when it came out.
I actually think that was Jai Ewing back there with the punt return, and it looks like he just bobbled there. But Pinnacle was able to secure the ball, so no blood drawn on the play. We got a 1st and 10 on the Pinnacle 42-yard line.
Minute 54 seconds left in this contest, second quarter. 24-0, your Pioneers are leading this. White out of the shotgun, 1 man in the backfield. Wide receiver left, trips to the right. Here comes the snap. Handoff up the middle to Mason Hughes, and he takes that man forward for about 6 yards. Nice run, Mason Hughes.
Pinnacle's just running the ball really great tonight, and honestly, aside from that, they're just playing great football.
Running out of the hurry-up offense, too.
White drops back.
He
sees Keenan Johnson downfield and just a little overthrown on the play. That's unfortunate. That's about it. I think that's his 3rd time that he tried to go deep to Keenan tonight, and they just could not connect. Hopefully we can see Keenan getting the ball a little more this game, because when that ball gets in his hands, I mean, he just takes off upfield. He's a fast little guy.
So for you folks at home, Keenan Johnson and Wyatt have had a special bond since flag football, playing together when they were about 7 years old. I only know that because I coached these guys out there, and Keenan was one of the fastest guys on the field. Love watching them play. Love to see Wyatt and Keenan hook up here.
And not only did you coach them, but I did a season of coaching them too in flag football while they were in high school. I had Keenan and Wyatt on my team, and man, Keenan was fast. That kid, I think he scored the most touchdowns of anybody.
Yeah, that's under.
That's Mac Richards as he runs up the field, 30, 25, and it looks like he's taken down at about the Chaparral 25-yard line.
Yeah, so Joey, back to that coaching stint you had. Did you guys get kicked out of the league that year?
Unfortunately, we did. Some of the other teams, they were upset because we were so good, and my coaching staff that I brought on was just very elite. So we had to give the other teams a chance. Josh
Pinder, hits him right in the bread basket, and he wasn't hungry, I guess, because that bread hit the ground.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. I mean, it's hard to try to make a play without the ball when you don't have it. It's almost like going to prom without a date. What do you think?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation, but you probably speak from experience.
Yeah, all the time, actually.
All right, they're getting ready to regroup here. I hope they're learning, these Chaparral Firebirds. But the Huntington Learning Center is a huge sponsor of Pioneer football. Huntington offers online tutoring, ACT, SAT test prep, as well as K through 12 tutoring in their convenient Pinnacle Peak location. That's Huntington Learning Center, proud sponsor of Pioneer football. Wyatt Horton rolls left, and he scampers out of bounds on 2nd and 10, picks up what looks like about 3 or 4 yards. Nope. I hope he got back to the line of scrimmage, actually.
And for your construction needs, Center Mass Construction, helping you build your dreams, residential and light commercial construction. That's Center Mass Construction.
Thank you, Center
And
Mass.
if you don't want to build a house with Center Mass Construction, then you can just get a real estate agent, Derek Dowsett. Derek Dowsett with HomeSmart, with only a 1% listing rate.
What's that, 1%?
1%.
The going rate is like 2 to 3. Derek Dowsett's doing the job for a little less. Thank you, Derek Dowsett, for your sponsorship of Pioneer football. Here's a snap out of the shotgun. A quick throw to Keenan Johnson. Keenan Johnson reverses field, and he is in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Keenan Johnson runs it in there. And that's what we've been saying the whole night. Keenan just has wheels on him. You give the ball to him, gets in his hands, and bad things are going to happen for that defense. Keenan's just a hell of a player.
Well, what Keenan did there is the defense pursued him to the left, and he cut it inside and then made his own magic.
Yeah, Keenan's just a great player. I mean, he's a problem for all defenses. Even the fastest players on the team, Keenan's going to burn most of them. Let's be honest here.
We've got 43 seconds left on the clock. Cooper King steps in to kick the extra point. 43 seconds left in the first half. The Pinnacle Pioneers now lead the game by a score of 31-0 over the Chaparral Firebirds. I have a feeling, Joey, that some of these guys on the Pinnacle Pioneer football team that don't normally see some playing time are going to be in the game in the second half. Coach Supke's good about putting players in when we build up a little lead.
Yeah, I mean, this is nothing short of a blowout at not even second half yet. It's 31-0 right now, and keep in mind the game is not over yet. But I mean, 31-0, and it's not even halftime yet. It's pretty impressive by the Pinnacle defense, and I hope to see some smiles from Coach Supke down there on the sideline. I mean, I love seeing that smile on his face. It definitely brings joy to my day, and I'm sure it does to everybody else's.
You know what brings joy to my day, Joey? Culver's. They have frozen custard at the corner of Cave Creek Road and Rose Garden. Welcome to Delicious. Proud Pinnacle Pioneer sponsor, Culver's. There's your kickoff. Cooper King puts this one into the end zone again, and no chance of a return.
You know what else brings joy to my day?
What?
Mortgage.
Mortgage?
Yeah, NSB Mortgage, specializing in residential, commercial, and construction finances. NSB Mortgage's mission is to ensure that its clients receive its utmost attention and detail with regards to each of their individual needs.
Who is that?
NSB Mortgage. I just love talking about mortgage rates. I don't know about yourself, but
oh gosh, they're over 7% right now, and I got to tell you, NSB will do what they can to help you out and get that as low as possible. We now have P. Swizzle in the stands right now, and that ball is tipped and picked off by number 20. That guy is in your songbook. That's Xavier Sanders with the interception with 30 seconds left on the clock. My guess is they're going to give Wyatt Horton about 3 or 4 chances to throw one in the end zone here.
I mean, this defense is just working wonders tonight. They're unstoppable. This Chaparral offense just cannot put anything together to get the ball moving or get into a groove, and that's just what we like to see. Looks like, I'm not sure if it's halftime or because the Pioneers are up by so much, but it looks like I see some students funneling out of the student section over there. That's always a great sign to see. And Xavier Sanders comes over to celebrate on the sideline, gets a big hug by Coach Supke.
Valdivita.
Wyatt Horton rolls out right, finds Jace Pigne on the sideline, and that's a catch at about the 6-yard line. That's a great catch. What do you think?
It only took 6 seconds off the clock. We still have 32 seconds left. He's going to have a chance with 3 timeouts left. He's going to have a chance to actually run the ball for the next 6 yards. Chew up the rest of the clock and go in with a 38. We've got some fans here that are cheering rather loudly. We're going to have to push them down the stands here in a minute if it doesn't slow down.
I don't think so. Rather obnoxious, too. Is that the Grunk over there with the Swizz? All right, we got one in the backfield. Looks like Xavier Valvadilla.
Up the middle goes Valdivida. He's at the 5, and he's dragged down at about the 4.5-yard line. It's a good tackle by Chaparral. That tackle showed me, Joe, that there's some frustration out there by the Firebirds.
I mean, can you blame them? It's 31-0. It's not even halftime. I'd be frustrated too. And it doesn't look like this Chaparral team looks like they want to get back in the game at all. They're flat-footed, running off the field. There's not a whole lot of energy from that sideline or the coaching staff over there.
As a matter of fact, they called a timeout. And why they call a timeout, I got to tell you, Valley-wide Sports Cards. Some of these kids are going to be on sports cards here one day. And Valley-wide Sports Cards is family-owned, family-friendly, located at 90th and Via Linda. Please drop by for all your trading card and collectible needs. That's proud Pinnacle Pioneer sponsor, Valley-wide Sports Cards.
You know what's not funny? Your dad jokes. You know what is funny? House of Comedy, our neighborhood home for fun. Visit City North High Street to drink, dine, and laugh.
That's the House of Comedy, sponsoring Pinnacle Pioneer football again in 2023.
What's that on the sideline? Is that Pat in the hat over there doing the clamp it shuffle? Pat Sweetser, okay.
Drunk on the shuffle. How do I get the live stream? Has Logan chimed in?
All right, so Pioneers approach the line of scrimmage. We've got Jace Pena, Keenan Johnson to the left, Mac Richards to the right, Valdivida in the backfield. 25 seconds left on the clock. Second down, Wyatt out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. There it is. Valdivida gets the handoff up the middle in the end zone for a touchdown.
Pioneer touchdown.
Pinnacle Pioneers just lit the Chaparral Firebirds on fire.
37-0, about to be 38 once Cooper King puts this right through the uprights.
This is criminal. I hope Castillo Law is out there waiting.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, Pinnacle right now is just committing a crime on the Chaparral Firebird team. There might be some lawsuits after the game because this is just a bloodbath. I don't know what you think.
All right, Cooper King right now coming in, hoping to tack on one more point, make it a 38-0 lead at halftime. My guess is the coaches are going to put their collective heads together in the Chaparral locker room, try to see if they can come up with some answer to what's been going on in this first half. So when you go in down 38-0, you don't come out the second half typically thinking, how can we beat these guys? What you do is you come out looking just for a little bit of respect. And the way you get respect in a game like this is just to get the ball and score some points so that you can not get shut out. The Pinnacle Pioneers now lined up for the kickoff.
And I just want to give a quick shout out to the manager over at Desert Highlands, Jermaine. Jermaine is the man. And Jermaine, what's going on?
What's Desert Highlands? Is that a golf course?
Yeah, country club, golf course, it's got it all.
Nice.
That's a free shout out right there. And here comes the kick by Cooper King.
And I've got the text saying they like hearing Joji Bear on the mic. That ball lands at the 1, did not go in the end zone. And he has to run it out, and he gets it out to about the 18-yard line. That's the first ball this year that I've seen Cooper King kick that did not go into the end zone, and the Chaparral Firebirds were expecting it to, and they almost got caught with their kimonos open.
Firebirds start this possession 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line.
Yep, and Lisa Ganter and the Ganter team are at home, I think, watching this thing on the YouTube feed. Lisa and Nolan and Mr. Ganter, you guys, thanks for all your support. We miss Nolan out here, I tell you that right now, but Joji Bear's having a good time out here tonight with me. Handoff up the middle on a trap play. He's scampering around and picking up yards out to the 33, 34-yard line. We've got 6 seconds left on the clock. And again, I'm not saying that these guys are hoping to win, but they're trying to get some respect here. And to do that, all they got to do is score. The final waning moments of the second quarter tick off. The first half ends. Your Pinnacle Pioneers lead handily as a score of 38-0 as we go into the locker room.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the coaching staff in there gets this Firebird team fired up, actually. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing them put up more of a fight out there.
A little more of a game would be nice.
Yep. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come out playing a lot harder than they did in that first and second quarter, and they start giving a challenge to the Pinnacle Pioneer offense and defense.
Well, we've got a little bit of a break in the action right now. The Pinnacle Pioneers heading to the locker room. You're going to get a little Gatorade, a little bit of water. You're going to get a nice little talk from Coach. And as a coach, and the entire team, including Angel on one side of the ball, you've got to say there's not a lot you can say about this. I'm sitting here watching intently at what's going on, and I'm not seeing a lot of mistakes being made by the Pinnacle Pioneers. Joey, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, neither am I. It's mistakes, even if they're very minuscule. When it's a 38-0 game, you can't really be complaining or be picky about anything that's going on out on that field right now. And I'm not seeing too many mistakes on the other side of the ball either from the Firebirds. It's just Pinnacle is coming out and playing a lot harder and a lot grittier than that Firebird team.
You're right. They've had one miscue where they had that one, I believe it was a fumble, that the Pinnacle Pioneers were able to capitalize on and score, which happened just right down here right before halftime. But you know what? I'm happy with what we see. I'm sure the coaches are too. I hope the Chaparral Firebirds are able to regroup and come out, a little fired up to give us, something of a challenge. But for the time being, I'm seeing everybody bum rush the concession stand. Someone over there selling ice cold snow cones. I'd love to have me one of those right now. If anybody is feeling any love, this guy would love a snow cone right now.
Yeah, you definitely would. I don't blame you. You're cooking a little bit of a barrel right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
You know what I think we're going to do? We're going to ask our wonderful producer, the behind-the-scenes man, Carl Marks. We're going to take a little break here. We're going to wet our whistles, and we're going to be back with you in about 15 minutes or so to give you the play-by-play and the remainder of the second half. All right, folks, we are back in the saddle, ready for the second half kickoff here in just a few minutes. Our wonderful producer, Carl Marks, tells me that we got a little a message here from Wayne Osborne. Wayne, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We love that you want to give a shout out to the Pioneers. Yes, they are playing a great game, and your son, Jace Pena, is doing a great job out there, as he always is. I remember watching him in the sevens tournaments this summer, and he's doing a great job. So a shout out to you, Mr. Osborne, and your grandson, Jace Pena, doing a great job. Sorry if I'm butchering his name up a little bit. We get a little bit fast and furious here, but love having Jace out there, and he's got some sure hands here. All right. So right now, as we get ready to kick off the second half, the Pinnacle Pioneers deferred in the first, so they're receiving the ball. We start with 12 minutes on the clock and a lead of 38-0. The Chaparral Firebird kicker puts that one all the way out of the end zone, no possible return. Wyatt Horton and company will now come in and begin on offense again, and I'm just going to assume that we're going to have a similar offense and a similar result to what we had in the first half.
All right, and the Pinnacle offense takes the field with their leader, Wyatt Horton. Let's see if Pinnacle can keep that ball rolling like we did in that first half.
Yeah, we're going to start off again with a three wide receiver set.
We got 3 on the left, 1 on the right. Looks like we got Mac Richards wide left. And I want to give a quick shout out to the folks at Desert Highlands, Selena, Kayla, and Marley. Hope you guys are doing well, and see you tomorrow.
You know, it's sad. The personnel didn't have the field appropriate. The Pinnacle Pioneers were missing alignment, it looks like. So here we are with only 19 seconds ticked off of the third quarter, and we had to call looks like a timeout. Or actually, the Firebirds called the timeout, thank goodness.
Hot start from the Firebirds already.
I just saw one of my favorite Pinnacle parents, and that's Bob Dinelli. Bob Dinelli is one of the biggest fans I see out here. Love having him around. Bob, shout out to you for all you do in getting yourself into these games. Thank you.
Yeah, Bob's a stud, man. I mean, good guy. Comes with the bandana on the head. That's his signature move, and I love it. All right, we got Wyatt Horton getting ready to call for the snap. And we start off the run to Majay Hughes. About a loss of 1 on the play. One thing I love about Mason is when he has those runs like that where not much of a gain, a little bit of a loss. I mean, he's always able to come back and make something happen with the next play. He doesn't take failure as an option, which is great to see.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to, there isn't much that seems to get him down. He's pretty even kiltered with just a really great passive personality off the field. On the field, he's different. He's
2 right, 2 left. Wyatt scrambles out left, finds Jace Pena, and that pass is broken up by number 3, I believe, on the Chaparral defense. I would have loved to see that happen just now. I don't know about you. I love to see it when whenever that ball gets in Jace Pena's hands. I mean, great things happen with it, and you know that better than anyone. I want to give a quick shout out to Uncle Brett, Auntie Billy, Debbie, and Mike, all in Seattle right now. And Mike and Debbie celebrating an anniversary this weekend, so congratulations.
Mike and Debbie, some of my favorite California kids. Glad to have you guys tuned in. Love seeing your pictures on Facebook,
Wyatt
too.
calls for the snap. Mason rolls out. Wyatt rolling out to his left. Looks downfield, and interception by the Chaparral Firebirds, number 18. That's just something that I really wasn't expecting to see. And there's a flag on the play.
Well, that play, Joey, I mean, Wyatt should have taken that ball and just thrown it out of bounds. He had a strong pass rush come, a lot of red jerseys there. That was one of the few bad decisions I've seen Wyatt make all year.
Yeah, I agree, but easier said than done, right? It looks like we have a flag on the play. That might have been
It's a personal foul of some sort.
personal foul. Yeah, I agree. It looked
hope
like it
it's
could have
not
been
on
on
us.
the. Looks like it's on the Firebirds. Personal foul on the Firebirds. Maybe
That's good.
they're walking the ball back. That was pretty dirty at the end of that play. I don't know if you saw that over on the sideline here, but
Yeah.
that just goes back to this rivalry these two teams have.
What I'm seeing right now is, I mean, it looks like we're going to have cake after this because this looks good. And speaking of cakes, how about Nothing Bundt Cakes for your next celebration? Visit Nothing Bundt Cakes on the corner of Scottsdale Road and Frank Lloyd Wright. Proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Nothing Bundt Cakes.
And give a quick shout out to Liza Deer. She's tuning in. How you doing, Liza?
Lovely Liza. Wish you were here with us.
You know Liza, don't you?
Liza's my favorite person in the world. Ranks right up there with Joey and Dominic. Miss you out here tonight, honey. Hope to see you here in just a little bit.
All right, looks like Chaparral is going to get it going at about the Pinnacle 33-yard line. Excuse me, 27-yard line.
Penalty call is dead ball unsportsmanlike
We got-
conduct against both teams. Chaparral football.
Looks like there was a unsportsmanlike call on both the sides on that last play. Referees are still talking about it with the coaches on the Chaparral sideline. Looks like there's some confusion on the play and maybe a little disagreement by the Chaparral coach with the sideline referee down there. All right, we got 1st and 10 on the Pinnacle 27-yard line. Ball is now live. We got 2 left, 1 right, and 2 in the backfield, excuse me. And it looks like they're going to run it up the middle here. Number 20 gets stopped up by a swamp of white jerseys there. It looks like Dominic Polito, Spencer Halverson, Dean Vincent, and Ethan Lanise were on that stop there. That's a good team effort. We got a Chaparral player down on the field. And that running back for Chaparral, he's been doing pretty good all night, so it's unfortunate to see him down on the field after that big hit that the Pinnacle defense put up on him.
Hey, listen, I want to give another shout out to some of my favorite grandparents. And that's Mr. and Mrs. Johnson from Upland, California. That's Pat and Don Johnson, grandparents of Keenan Johnson. I know you're tuned in every game. I appreciate it whenever you send us this message so I can remember to give a little love to Northern California. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, I mean, this is unfortunate to see. It sucks to see players get hurt, no matter what side of the ball they're on. So
Yeah.
I hope the running back for Chaparral is all right. Looks like we got the training staff and the team doctors coming out right now to check up on him. So
While we got a little time, why don't we talk about some of our wonderful sponsors, like Made to Move Nutrition and Wellness. Come work out with Jesse and crew at Made to Move, located in Scottsdale. Made to Move Nutrition at Scottsdale and Frank Lloyd Wright. We love you guys at Made to Move. Thanks for your sponsorship. And listen, if you're feeling down, get yourself up, get the jitters, get a little Scooter's Coffee. Scoot on over to the new location at the corner of Deer Valley and 7th Avenue. Try our new amazingly fresh brewed coffees, teas, and signature drinks. We serve breakfast too. Who knew it? Click on the QR code in our banner in the stadium for daily discounts. That's Scooter's Coffee, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football.
it's good to see that running back get up and walk off the field by himself. He's being assisted by the team doctor over there. So hopefully we'll see him be able to get back in the game later on. Maybe he just got a little gizzard rattler.
Little gizzard rattler. Yeah, that's what's happening. Don't rattle your gizzard.
Yeah, don't rattle the giz.
Kizzy Rattler.
All right, we got the Chaparral offense rolling back out on the field here. We got 2 right, 2 left, and 1 in the backfield. And we're seeing a blitz from the Pioneer defense. He's going deep with it. And that pass is
Defended.
No good. That's great defense over there. And that looks like that was Parker Glenn and Dylan Frick on that breakup play. And that just attests to our great DBs. And they're coached by the great Coach Dom down there.
Yeah. Dom, is it Robinson?
Dom Robinson, the man.
Yep. He gathers all of his defensive players every Thursday night for a little powwow, and I think it's paying big dividends.
I agree.
Parker Glenn, nice play.
All right, we got 3 lined up on the left side, 1 on the right, and number 20, I believe, is, oh, that's 28, so new running back in the game right now. 1 in the backfield, and looks like he's going to drop back with this one. Sees a hole up the middle, and he gets taken down by Dean Vincent. Oh, and there's a fumble on the play.
Vincent in the house.
This could be going Pinnacle ball. We'll see here.
Nope, Chaparral retains possession. It's 4th down.
And I saw Dom and Dean Vincent at the bottom of that pile there. That's just, that's great defense. Dean's just a hard player out there. He works his butt off. So looks like Chaparral is going to decide to go for it on 4th and about 6, about 6 right there. Got a defense chant going right now from the crowd over here.
I knew it was just a matter of time before Dean Vincent got loose and took somebody apart.
2 left, 2 right. He drops back, finds a man, number 9, and stop just short of that 4th down. Turnover, Pinnacle Pioneers ball. We're going to get that offense back out on the field.
Yeah, Spencer Halverson was the first one there to make contact. Then he had a flurry of other white jerseys from Pinnacle, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down. Pinnacle will now take over the ball.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like they gave him the 1st down.
Wow.
I got to say, I disagree with that ball very much.
Joey,
but
charity begins at home.
Yep, it does. And, I mean, when the score is 38-0, these refs got to feel bad at some point.
That's got to be,
And there's a no good pass, incomplete. Got Ethan Lanise on the defense on that side. Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked by that last 1st down call just now. That was a very generous spot, but sometimes you just got to keep the fans engaged, I guess. All right, 3 left, 1 right, and they're going to decide to run it. Stopped. Fumble on the play. Recovered by number 95, Ian Garcia. And flags. The linen is on the field. We're going to see what the referees decide to do with this play right here. But I don't know, from a spectator standpoint, that looks like it's Pinnacle ball. That was a great hit. I didn't see who put the hit down.
Looks like the amazing and talented Joe Day comes up with the ball. Haven't been calling his name out a lot this year.
They're going to call it Pinnacle ball. And the Pinnacle sideline goes crazy for that call. That's good to see. Everything's just going Pinnacle's way tonight. That's got to make Coach Dana Zupke happy down there. I see him trying to make a smile come out, but I don't see a full grin just yet.
Pinnacle Pioneers now take over after recovering the fumble. We got 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 wide receiver right, 1 left. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. The play is whistled just after it gets off. Mason Hughes got the handoff, but that thing was stopped before it could get going. Let's see what the referees, was that a false start? Yeah, it looks like it was a false start on the offense for the Pinnacle Pioneers. Ball will back up 5 yards. It'll make it a 1st and 15.
While we're waiting to see this ball, give a shout out to Liberty GMC. To Everyday Life will get you there. Liberty GMC, your one-stop resource for all automotive purchases and repairs. Pinnacle families receive extra discounts at Liberty GMC.
Who knew Liberty GMC? New car sales, and they also do repairs. That was a run up the middle, and it was a very minimal gain, if anything. We're now at a 2nd down and what looks like 15 yards to go.
Give another shout out to Clayco. At Clayco, it's not about the walls we plan and the buildings we put up. It's about the people and their purpose within them every day. These powerful structures have impact that reaches far beyond the walls at Clayco.
Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun now. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. That goes straight up the middle to the 30-yard line, and that is our new man, Xavier Valdivia. Valdivita.
Is that how you pronounce it? Valdivita.
Xavier. Looks like he got a little cramp, and he's making his way over to the sideline. The training staff going over to look at him.
He's going to be singing soprano
Now. Yeah. Okay. Wyatt huddling everybody up now, calling a play. Jace Pena wide to the right. Mac Richards out there with him. In the near side is Keenan Johnson. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Mason Hughes. Rolls to his right. Heavy
Gets
pursuit.
lost.
Winds up. Throws one. That's caught by Mac Richards at about the 44-yard line of Pinnacle. And that will be enough for a first down.
I mean, that's just what makes Wyatt such a diverse quarterback. I mean, he can do it all. He can sit in the pocket, and then he's even better on his legs when he rolls out there. And looked like a nice stiff arm. He put down a number 15 on the Chaparral defense. He was no match for Wyatt's legs, and was able to complete it to Mac Richards.
It was a nice, nifty play.
It
Now we've
was.
got 3 wide receivers to the left for the set for the Pioneers. 1 wide receiver to the right. That's Keenan Johnson. 1 back in the backfield. He'll either be blocking or getting the handoff. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Handoff to Mason Hughes. Mason Hughes trying to get the corner. He's got the corner to the 45 to 50. 45, 40, 30, 25, out of bounds at the 23-yard line of the Chaparrals. Mason Hughes, smart running.
Well, it looks like we got a flag back at the 45-yard line.
Typically where holding would happen, which means it may go against the Pioneers. Let's see what the call is.
Nonetheless, though, great run by Mason Hughes. He had a good stiff arm at the end of that play, number 8. He was just no match for Mason's
It is a
strength.
hold.
Penalties against the Pioneers. Holding.
Yeah, it
A
looks
great
like that one's
run
gonna
by
come
Mason
back.
Hughes, one of his best runs all season. Great ability. Once he got around that corner, he turned on the afterburners and was down the field. So we're going to just call that a minor setback. It's not really a handicap for this offense. It's just an inconvenience. 2 wide receivers to the right, double set to the left. Mason Hughes in the backfield. Wyatt Horton once again out of the gun. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Hughes. Quick pass to Jace Pena over the middle. 45, 50, 44-yard line. Very close to another first down into Chaparral territory.
That was a great catch by Jace, and an even
He's
better play decision by
He does get the
Wyatt.
first down.
That's goes to show for Wyatt's ability that he can just read a defense and know where he needs to put that ball. And his receivers, he trusts in his receivers to be at that spot when he needs it. So
That was a nice little touch pass by Wyatt over the middle, and a nice catch by Jace Pena, and all the yards he gets after the catch. Once again, 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right, running back behind him. Here comes the snap out of the shotgun. There's the handoff, and he is just swarmed as he's going to lose what looks to be about 3 or 4 yards on that play.
and it looks like we got a flag on the play.
That was Miles Stepney on the carry, Miles Stepney, but we've got a flag. It's obviously going to be a personal foul. And let's see who it's on. Is it going to be red or is it going to be white? The men in black and white are conferring right at center field on the 50-yard line and over the Firebird painted on the field. The line judge going back to his position. Referee picks up the ball and marches off 15 big yards against the Chaparral Firebirds.
That's always nice to see, and looks like a lot of the Chaparral sideline and the fans over there are starting to slowly trickle out of the game.
Yeah, it's like kick them when they're down, right?
Let's take over the mic.
All right. Wyatt Horton putting in another call here. We got Keenan Johnson near to us on the near side of the field. 2 wide receivers wide to the right. Tight end in there at Sukup. Here comes the snap. Valdivita is a fake handoff. Wyatt rolls to his right, throws to a wide open Jace Pena, and that ball is broken up by some Firebirds and nearly picked off. So Wyatt was under a bit of pressure, kind of had to throw off his back foot, didn't get on it what he wanted on it, so the ball hung up there a while, allowed the defenders to get back in position to break up that play. Otherwise, that was Jace Pena doing the happy dance in the end zone on that red paint that says Chaparral. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Whenever you're 38 points ahead with 1:46 seconds left in the third quarter, you get to throw a little more downfield and try to get those big plays. Opens up the playbook a little bit. But here we are to the 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun again is Wyatt Horton. 3 wide receivers to the right. Handoff up the middle to Valdivita. And he's probably going to pick up what looks like 2 yards on that. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 8. These guys are in a bind right now. They're a little behind the 8 ball here are the Chaparrals. But speaking of bind, how about the Binding Pros? Binding Pros for all your area rug needs: rug repair, rug pads, rug washing, new rugs, and stair runners. Call Binding Pros. Proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Wyatt Horton once again working out of the shotgun. Valdivita behind him. Here's the handoff to Valdivita. Up the middle, goes right over big Sowers. Straight ahead, Powers for what looks to be about 8 yards. And not quite enough for a first down. I think it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Excuse me, 4th and 3.
Looks like that the Pioneers offense is going to stay on the field for this one.
Why not? It's a celebration.
Nothing to lose here.
Valdivita once again in the backfield is the lone setback. 1 wide receiver left, trips to the right. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to Valdivita. He gets around the edge, and enough for a first down and a couple of extra yards. That's going to be a first down at about the 20-yard line for the Pinnacle Pioneers.
Let's do it again, Pioneers. Here we go.
Orthodontics is the place where all your smiling needs bring teeth together.
These kids are empowering themselves, and you know what, when it comes to empowered, let's talk about Empowered Electrical Solutions. If you're having electrical issues, you need help with a project, reach out to your favorite Empowered Electrical Solutions. They're a locally owned and operated business. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. Give them a call today. People, power, passion. Empowered Electrical Solutions, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. As we read off that wonderful sponsor for Empowered, we end the third quarter. The Pinnacle Pioneers pick up where they left off pretty much. It's a 38-0 score still. The Chaparral Firebirds not able to break that glass door at the end zone on the opposite end of the field. Pinnacle Pioneers getting ready to run down to the other end and start from there.
As this fourth quarter comes up, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of deep action by the Pioneer offense. I think that they're going to start trying to run that clock down and maybe play a little more conservative. When you're up by 38 points, it gets to a point of just disrespect and you start going for the long bomb. So
you can afford to do that. I mean, these guys are like diamonds in the rough. And you know what? When I think of diamonds, I think of Diamond AC and heating. Call Diamond for all your HVAC, that's heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs, and receive Diamond service at an affordable price. Stay cool or call us. Diamond AC and Heating, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Thank you again for all you do for these guys.
And Paradox Video Productions, video production and digital marketing for your business. Connect at paradoxvideoproductions.com.
All right, right out of the shotgun again. Triple wide receivers to the right, one to the left. We've got one man in the backfield. Wyatt looks, and he's going to keep the ball. He's going to throw it out, and that's going to drop incomplete right at the feet of big number 47, Miles Stepney.
Number 99, Clay Watkins.
Another sponsor, North Valley ENT, North Valley Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates, providers of professional comprehensive ear, nose, and throat medical care and treatment in a compassionate and friendly environment. That's North Valley ENT. And Wyatt Horton stands back waiting for the snap. Looks like they're going to run this ball. It's Miles Stepney. Gets the outside corner and gets taken down with about a 3-4 yard gain on the play.
Ball carried by number 47, Miles Stepney. First one there for the Birds, number 29. Hey.
Dominic's freshman football coach.
A couple more sponsors I'd like to recognize real quick. Chick-fil-A, a dealer supporter.
All right, that Pinnacle Pioneer offense. We got 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right, and 1 in the backfield. Let's see what Hanshaw drew up for this play. Whites drops back, hits him with a slant across the middle, and that is number 23, Jack Bridgeford, on the catch. Good to call his name out.
Jack Bridgeford's a success story. Last year he was called in from his wide receiver position and asked to take over the reins for the JV quarterback, and did a pretty darn fine job all year last year of calling the plays and keeping the offense on the field for the JV squad. Now he's in here catching passes at the wide receiver position for Varsity.
Yeah, he's doing well out there. Jack's a quick kid, smart, and see what we got on this play. Looks like going to be a run up the middle, and no gain on the play.
Oh, and I want to give a thank you to a guy that's near and dear to my heart. That's big Mike Neary. Mike Neary, visiting relatives up in Seattle. He was nice enough to correct Andy, because I called Upland, California, Northern California, and what an idiot. Upland, California is down in Los Angeles County, or at least near there, so it's in Southern California. Mike, thanks for getting my back on that one. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate you, Big Mike. All right, we got 2 right, 2 left. And he calls for the snap. Pulls the ball. Wyatt's going out right. And he's in the end zone with a diving play.
That's
and
touchdown.
He flexes on those Chaparral Firebirds at the end of that play, and that's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. Take the over for that in your DraftKings bets, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I bet MGM, though.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm out here getting the 50% parlay boost right now on this game.
If only, right?
Yeah.
Number 15.
Player of the game.
Single-handedly.
Looks like right now Wyatt Horton may have hurt himself a little bit. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him, but he walked a little gingerly over to the sideline. The training team right now is going to take a quick look at him. Looks like he's got a little bit of pain. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion here, which I don't understand, ahead by 38, why you would go for 2.
Looks
but,
like we got a
2 points
actually,
nonetheless.
you know
False
what?
start on the
I don't
offense.
think that they counted that last play as a touchdown. Looks like we got a 3rd down, and there's a false start in the offense.
Now, why is that?
I'm not 100% sure. It looked like he got in, and I'm really not sure why that wasn't a touchdown.
Wow, and you are correct. It was going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 to go. It's actually 3rd down and goal. They've got the backup quarterback in there right now. That's Drew Varsano. Drew takes the snap with Miles Stepney behind him, hands the ball off to Miles Stepney. Miles Stepney's going to get the corner to the 5, to the 4. He's in for a touchdown.
Just another one of those touchdowns where he practically walked into the end zone. And that's all thanks to our great offensive line over at Pinnacle.
Yeah, Joey, they bunched things up in the middle, and Miles Stepney had really good field awareness and was able to see that the edge was open, and he got that edge on the left side of the field and ran it in. Right,
and Coach Germanero just does such a great job with training these kids and making them into great offensive linemen. So shout out to Coach Germ. That's my boy.
Cooper King on for the extra point, and that one is blocked. But you know what? It's sad, but the score is now 44 to nothing, lads.
Boy, I don't know what that was. Are you like Scottish or something like that? What are you trying to get at here?
7 minutes, 41 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. The Pinnacle Pioneers go up a commanding lead, 44 to nothing.
Correction,
and that's okay.
4th quarter. My apologies.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Joey, it's 4th quarter. Where does the time go? But listen, these guys are flexing their muscles now, just like Muscular Moving Men in Storage. It's been Arizona's premier moving company since 2008 with over 30,000 moves completed. Their team of mover athletes is your solution for local or long-distance moves. For all things moving, including storage, call or visit muscularmovingmen.com. Mention Pinnacle Football for a free packing starter kit. Can you believe it? A free packing starter kit. That's Muscular Moving Men in Storage.
You say
proud
free?
Sponsor of Pinnacle. Pinnacle Pioneer football.
Is that free?
I knew free would get your ears up, huh?
Yeah, and another shout out to Trevor's. Immerse yourself in a better liquor store experience with our beer cave walk-in humiditor.
Yep, that walk-in humidor is amazing. They also have golf simulators over there, and artisanal pizza kitchen. Trevor's is on Mayo Boulevard. Something's always happening over there at Trevor's. Thanks for your sponsorship of Pioneer Football.
Yeah, sorry, Trevor over at Trevor's. I kind of blew that one up, so that's on me. But we're going to get this one right. Clean Car Detail AZ. Is your car dirty? Are you tired of low-quality car washes? If so, contact Clean Car Mobile Detailing today. And then and here we go. Chaparral's going to start off with a run, and that is stopped short by number 5, Joe Day. It's a good tackle, and looks like gain of nothing on that.
So Jackson Steiner was in on that as well. Joe Day, nice job, man. I'm glad to be calling your name out a little bit more right now.
And Dad, you're getting to the age where you might have to start learning how to drive again, right? So if you need to, go to Learn to Drive AZ. We help create confident drivers. Why choose us? We are family-owned, operated, and looks like a big sack right there.
Frankie Lopez came in off the edge there, and that quarterback didn't even have time to see him. He was quicker than a Chick-fil-A drive-through on that one. Took him down, loss of about 8 yards. Nice job, Frankie Lopez.
Really was, and I gotta say, this Chaparral offense is looking really slow, kind of like a Chick-fil-A drive-through on a Sunday. So not really going anywhere. Might be sitting there for a while.
Chaparral's got to air the ball out. They're hoping just to get something on the board so that this isn't a shutout. Completes the ball out in the flats on the right-hand side of the field. Taken down.
Number 8.
Taken down, I think, at the end by Jack Azier. All right. The ball now back to the 20-yard line where it's going to be a 4th and about 9. And the coaching staff of the Chaparrals, they have the wherewithal, let's call it, to at least send the punting unit on when you're at your own 20-yard line. I know that you want to get on the board and you don't want to have a shutout with just a little over 5 minutes left in the game, but it's a smart move to put your punter in so that the field isn't so short for the Pinnacle Pioneers. But you know what? The Chaparral Firebirds decide they're going to take another timeout, and they're going to think it over a little bit.
And give us a quick score update. We got 44 for the Pinnacle Pioneers and 0 for the Chaparral Firebirds.
That's right, $90. Here's the winning ticket.
Boy, I got to tell you, we are not in the friendly confines of Pinnacle Pioneer Coliseum, but we are at the Chaparral Field down just off Scottsdale Road and Gold Dust. It's a beautiful night to start the fall season here in Scottsdale, Arizona. We've got a full moon out. We've got absolutely clear, beautiful skies, and I'm going to guess the temperature is a chilly 85, 86 degrees right now. You folks outside of Phoenix don't see that as being very chilly, but for us, this is pretty darn nice weather. The Chaparral Firebirds back on the field after the timeout. Double receivers on each side of the ball, one running back. Here's the snap. He's under some pretty good pressure right now. He's scrambling for his life, trying to get a first down, and he's taken out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, and that's going to bring up that was a 4th down. That's going to turn the ball over on downs to the Pioneers. But wait, we have a flag. There's going to be a personal foul. Let's hope it's not on the Pioneers, and we shot ourselves in the foot there on that.
I do think that's going to come back on the Pioneers. Looked like there might have been a late hit on the play. I could be wrong, but we'll see what the zero shirts out there have to say.
You got to be a little smarter out there. Let's see what this call is. But you're up by 44 points. You got 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. There's no reason to get a personal foul at this point in the game, none whatsoever, especially when you're leading. There's no frustration. It's only joy out there for the Pinnacle Pioneers.
Get your ticket. You spend money on it. Get it out of your pocket. Look at the winning number 941655.
Referees are over there talking about what just happened. We'll see if this gets waived or not.
Penalties against the Firebirds.
And it looks like the penalty's actually against the Firebirds.
Yes, it is.
Wow,
So
okay.
that's a little more likely with the frustration. You know, you're out here, you got a goose egg up on the board. You're not moving the ball. You're not able to stop the other team. You know, it is what it is. And the frustration comes out now at the end of the game. Again, you're at the point right now where you're not going to win this game, but you would like to get some points on the board just to get a little respect.
This is your favorite song, isn't it? You got some Firework by Katy Perry.
You got it.
Yeah, let's go. You're stoked about this.
Drew Versano back in for Wyatt Horton at quarterback.
All right, we got 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left, and we got 1 running back in the backfield.
You know what I see? I see Luke Hoover, Lightning Luke Hoover, lined up in the slot, number 17. I'd love to see Versano drop back, pop one into Luke's hands, and let's see another touchdown for Pinnacle.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Luke is just one of those players. You get the ball in his hands, and he just takes off with it. It's kind of like Keenan Johnson. They both just have this lightning speed, and that's hard to defend and catch up to, especially with the good footwork that comes along with it.
You know what they say, Joe? We're out there driving the Porsche, right? Speed kills, and that's what happens with Luke Hoover and Keenan Johnson.
All right, we got 3 receivers out right, 1 left, and 1 in the backfield. We'll see what Pinnacle has drawn up on this play.
I think this.
I don't know about you, but I think it might be another run here. Playing conservative. We have a 2nd down right now. Good way to waste the clock.
Tick down.
Yep. And they do go with another run here. And it looks like a gain of about 5 by number 28. That is Gavin Hammond.
Gavin Hammond reeled off a couple of really nifty runs the last couple of games. And you get that ball in his hands, and he can make magical things happen. Gavin Hammond, you're going to hear that name a lot the rest of this year and into the next season.
All right, Pinnacle sets up for a 3rd and about 8. 3rd and 8. We got 1 in the backfield, 2 right, 2 left. And he calls for the ball. Looks like another run stopped. It's gain of nothing on that play. We got 4th down, and looks like Pinnacle's going for it here.
Yeah, I was thinking we might see a little Cooper King. No, we're actually going to see, I think it's Ryan Orzel. Ryan Orzel did all the kicking for the JV team last year. He's coming in right now on varsity, giving Cooper King a little rest. Going to try what looks to be about a 22-yard field goal. Ball is down, kick is up, and it is good.
He splits the uprights there.
Ryan Orzel.
So that'll extend the Pinnacle lead to 47 points with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in this 4th quarter. And I mean, this game has been nothing short of success for the Pinnacle Pioneers offense and defense, and for the whole coaching staff. So, I mean, it's hard to play. It's hard to be the opponent like the Firebirds tonight when you come out and everything is just going the Pinnacle Pioneer way, and everything's just fitting like it's supposed to.
You got that right, Joey. It's like the Pinnacle Pioneers can do very, very little wrong. And you know what, as a Pinnacle Pioneer parent, a fan, and you as an alumni, we love to see that.
We got Ryan Orzel kicking.
That ball is going to bounce at about the 8-yard line, be fielded at the 5, to the 10, the 15, 20, 25, makes a cut back, 30, trying to get to the middle of the field, down at the 33-yard line. That's a nice little return by the Firebird returner.
That was a nice return by the Firebird returner, and maybe this can get some momentum with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Maybe we'll see a score up on the board from the Firebirds, so it's not a complete shutout.
They greatly
Looks like we got a new defense in right now. None of the guys which started out the game, so it's good to see some new faces coming in.
Luke Jeffries, number 90. I see that face in there now.
And Chaparral's going to run the ball to number 7, and he's taken down to the backfield by number 4,
Quickly,
Asher Friedlander.
Asher's dad, the man at the mortgage company. It's good to see Asher get in there, shot through there like a bullet and put the hurt on that guy. Here's a snap out of the shotgun, throw to the right side of the field. There's 3 right receivers over there. Number 13's got the ball out to the 40, down to about the 45-yard line of Chaparral. That'll get the clock stopped while they move the sticks here. That looks like it was enough for a first down.
Actually, I think that clock's going to keep running.
Well, they'll...
Number 37, Phoenix Galvan.
You know what? There's a rule in high school when you're ahead by X amount of points, it is a continuous clock in the 4th quarter. There's a bubble screen out to the nearest side of the field for Chaparral.
And looks like there was a block in the back there by number 1 on the Chaparral offense.
Asher Friedlander got in to make the stop again. Nice job, Asher.
Number 1 went right over the top of Dylan Frick's younger brother, Braden. And looks like that might be a 10-yard penalty on the Chaparral offense.
On the Chaps.
And it will.
We got 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The Pinnacle Pioneers still lead the game by a score of 47-0. And right now, we're just waiting for this clock to tick out.
Yeah, we are. And speaking of getting out, it looks like the Chaparral fans are all getting out of the stadium right now. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of people left in that stands over there, and that student section that was completely full earlier is now completely empty.
There's still 2 kids left up there. I'm told they're getting extra credit if they stay to the end of the game.
That's some good school spirit right there. I love to see it. Absolutely love to see it.
Chaparral working out of the shotgun. Here's the snap.
And he
fakes the handoff. It's a quarterback keeper. He's at the 38, the 40, out of bounds at the 42-yard line of Chaparral. That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 10. He picked up about 7 yards on that play. Luke Jeffries kind of hobbled off the field a little bit. Cole Forbes now in the game. Cole Forbes putting on a vicious rush. Big pass, he floats that ball up there. Pass interference, obviously, by number 29, Braden Frick. Didn't turn his head around and kind of got a little tangled up with the Chaparral wide receiver. That was not a hard call. You know what, Joey? As much as I don't like to kick them when they're down, I sure would hate to see us let them get in and score where we've got a shutout going right now at 47-0. We've got 18 seconds left in the game, and Chaparral and their coaching staff and every player on the team would like nothing better than to get a few points up on the board so they can preserve the not getting shut out.
I agree. I mean, at this point, that coaching staff can't, I'm not sure they care too much what happens anymore in this game. They just want to get out of here tonight and see what they can do better to come out next week and get a win. Goes deep with it, and well, hey, there's a Chaparral touchdown. It's an interesting call. It looked to me like he dropped that in the end zone.
You know, I'm going to agree with you, and we're a long way away from that, Joey, but when he hit the ground is when the ball came loose, and we know that the ground cannot cause a fumble. But I got to tell you, there's 9 ticks left on the clock, and the Pinnacle Pioneers just gave up their shutout.
That's unfortunate, but you can't get greedy with it. If they make this, that'll be a Pinnacle Pioneer win by 40. And Pinnacle Pioneers are going to move into this next week with a 5-1 record. Chaparral going down to a 2-4 record. So, and that is no
Did not
good.
make the 2-point conversion.
For 2.
No good.
Pioneers up by 41 points with 9 seconds left in the game.
Terrence Hobson looks like he's the big man on the field that prevented that two-point conversion from being completed.
And, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight for another successful Pinnacle Pioneer broadcast.
Yep, every game we win successful, but every game we broadcast is also successful. We've had our challenges sometimes with our connectivity at Horizon High School a couple of weeks ago, but we have one of the most outstanding production teams behind the scenes with Karl Marx and Amy Seitz, and we have Jane Sukup, we have Dina Martin, we have Eric working the camera tonight. We've got a lot of great people out here, and you know, guys like Joey and I look good or sound good, but we'd be nothing without this fabulous team behind us on the production team. So hats off to them, all the hard work they do, and once again, I got to call Carl out because that man works 2 jobs, his regular job that puts food on the table, and then this job is another full-time job, and I don't think he gets enough recognition for what he does. So I thank you, Carl, for all you do out here.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better myself. Thank you, guys.
All right, we got 9 ticks left on the clock, and I don't know if we're going to hope for a win here, but you think they're going to do an onside kick here, Joey?
I doubt it. I don't see the point in that.
I don't
Causing
either.
possible injury. Yeah, he's gonna kick this
one. A little bit
one.
of a pooch kick. Luke Hoover lets it bounce. It's a live ball. He picks it up at the 5, puts a move on, gets up to about the 15-yard line. That ball hit at the 6-yard line and died. Luke Hoover thought it was going to roll in the end zone, so at the last second he picks it up. And Lightning Luke had not much to go, not many places to go, but I would have liked to see him pick it up and run that sucker back. We got 3 seconds left on the clock. We're going to have one more play. The Pinnacle Pioneers are obviously going to go into the victory lineup, the victory stance here.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I was expecting him to go for a bomb here to Jace Pena.
Yeah, well, you know what? With a little more experience, you'll know that's not going to happen, Joey.
Oh, okay.
We're just having fun, me and my boy out here. It's been quite the pleasure having you here tonight, Joey. I'm so glad we're able to do this, and I hope we're able to do it again soon.
Oh, I know it is. It's great having me around, isn't it?
Yep, it certainly is.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just glad you got to spend time with me tonight.
Oh, me too. And there's a Pinnacle Pioneer win.
Yeah, so once again, the Pinnacle Pioneers now increase their stellar record to 5-1 after that 1-point loss last week down to the ALA Academy down in Queen Creek. A 47-0 victory, 47-6 victory over the Chaparral Firebirds. The teams are meeting at center field to congratulate each other. Joey, 1 or 2 things you want to say about this game before we sign off here in a minute?
I mean, I got one thing, and I think that the coaching on the Pinnacle side was just phenomenal tonight. The play calling and the players, they played hard, and they just came out much harder at first than that Chaparral team. They didn't come out flat-footed, and they came out on their toes, and it really showed at the end of the game when you win by 41 points. So good game tonight, Pinnacle Pioneers.
Yeah, I'm hoping that a victory like this, that's solid like this, against a decent team like Chaparral, is going to raise them a little higher in the state rankings because we've got a big game next week, folks. All you folks listening at home that aren't able to attend, we're going to be back in the friendly confines of Pinnacle Pioneers Stadium in North Phoenix, and we're going to be taking on Liberty next week. And Liberty is a ranked team, and they're a very well-coached team with a lot of great players. So we're going to need you out there with your loud voices, or we're going to need you watching on air to watch the Pinnacle Pioneers go into battle against Liberty. But for Joey Polito, I'm Andy Polito, and our wonderful production team of Karl Marx and team, we want to thank you for being with us tonight and spending your Friday evening with us. Signing off for now. Until next time, Joey, say good night.
Cheers. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.